What's good, people? Quick check-in for Kings Warriors. Do want to do a little quick video updating you guys. Of course, if you saw my last video, I was slightly mistaken on the outcome of this game 2. Golden State will handle their business next game. Very testy, highly intense, and controversial game 2 that would see the Sacramento Kings take a 2-0 lead. Definitely not on my bingo card. And I did say that the Warriors would take care of business in games 3 and 4. Especially if they lost game 2. But we're kind of in a weird situation right now. We are going to get into Draymond. We're going to get the verdict on, is this the right move? Did we handle this right, Adam Silver? Let's just start off by saying, if I was Adam, if I was the commish of the NBA, would I have done this exact same thing? He was actually in the crowd. He got to see Draymond taunt the crowd, taunt the city of Sacramento. I can't hear you. Yeah, pussy, yeah! Surely that did not help the case of one Draymond Green. He's looking at Adam Silver. He's egging him on. Now, the first thing I'm going to say about this is that if I was Adam, I would not have suspended Draymond. Upon seeing this, I did think they got to get him the fuck out of here. And they did. And in the moment, you have the decision to eject him, and you have a little bit of division on the internet about just that. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't have thrown him out for that. He was getting his leg grabbed. Where was he supposed to step? Draymond is talking about he's not that flexible. Listen, if I know one thing about Draymond, he is the dirtiest player of my lifetime. And I can try to think to like the earliest days I was watching basketball, which was like the late 2000s. And maybe there were some guys that I'm forgetting that were just kind of out there to cheap shot people. I know the league probably has cut down on that just over the course of its existence, certainly since 80s, 90s basketball. But Draymond Green is an outlier. He could have played in any era because he's down to cheap shot anybody, even His Highness LeBron James, hitting him in the nuts, poking his eyes out, and then calling him a bitch. There are a million different examples of this guy doing what he does best, and that is taking matters into his own hands, changing the game in a way that doesn't really have anything to do with the game. And we've seen it a lot where his leash is absolutely incredible. There was a game late in the season against the Pelicans where it seemed like they couldn't eject him. He was pushing the envelope. He was trying to get thrown out, it seemed like, and we know he's close to that technical foul limit where he would get suspended. And he gets one technical and he can do a lot. He can do a lot. More than pretty much anybody I can think of with one technical. Or at least maybe the difference is that he will do it. He understands that they're not going to throw him out unless he does something where they have to throw him out. And that's what the case was in this game. Now, I said I wouldn't have suspended him. And that stems from the fact that his leg is being held. Not a reason to curb stomp a guy into the floor, but surely an excuse at the minimum. And he uses it, and the Warriors use it to try to make it look a little bit better than it actually is. The problem is, Draymond Green will never in his life get the benefit of the doubt in a situation like this. No one is going to say this man is just, he's not flexible enough not to step on Domantas Sabonis and lift off his chest and click his heels in midair. It's absolutely insane. This dude literally needs to be in the WWE. There is no sympathy from my end about this at all. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have suspended him. I do not really care that he got suspended because fuck this guy. Like, yes, he has brought entertainment value to the game. He plays his heart out. Extremely passionate guy. Certainly a favorite of Warriors fans, just being the glue of the team. But there is no benefit of the doubt. Draymond complaining that he's getting special treatment because he's Draymond. Like, yes, you are. And it's completely justified. There is no reason why all of these offenses over the years can't tell us exactly who you are. Like, you didn't just knock your teammate out at the beginning of the year. So, listen, I don't give a rat's ass that Draymond gets suspended. There's no sympathy at all. Warriors have plenty of titles. I don't really care. I'm not going to say it was the perfect move, like I would have done that, like it would have made for the better series. I would like to see him on the court for the sake of great basketball. It makes it more fun to watch. Always does. As far as the series goes, are the Warriors done for? Shit doesn't look good right now, but if you win game 3, you are completely fine. Because they will win game 4 if they win game 3. Game 3 is the huge one because Draymond is not playing. And I understand the idea that this is the type of thing that motivates a team. This is what is going to fire up the Golden State Warriors, and they're going to come together and play with just a different level of energy. I mean, certainly their level of desperation and hunger to win this game, it's going to be another level. That crowd is going to be insane. And of course, it's the home Warriors, but at the same time, it's hard to rally around the loss of a player when that player is the glue of your team. Not only is Draymond still a top 5, arguably defensive player in the NBA, he's playing a lot of center against Sabonis in this series. He's also the guy who's facilitating the offense, getting guys looks. Don't forget those illegal screens and the energy. Motivating factor. He's not going to be on the bench. That's a loss that you really don't have the pieces to make up for. They're going to have to replace his production in a lot of different ways, and I just don't know if they're capable of doing that. Now, they do have some time to prepare for that, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So I guess that's where I'm left with this. But Dre, you did it to yourself. You cannot be pointing the finger at anybody else about the fact that your antics have finally caught up with you. I would like the dialogue to shift away from all of the Warriors fans blaming this series on this moment, the refereeing. I mean, this is a hard physical series. This is like the referees are tested to make calls a certain way in this series because of all the shit that's going down. They need to make these decisions. It's a lot of pressure on them too. I'm not going to sit here and just blame refs or assign results of games to just certain plays that referees decided, because let's be honest, the Kings have been the better team in each game. The Warriors didn't deserve to win either of those games. They lost both those games because they got outplayed, and Draymond deserved to get ejected in that game. They're down 2-0 for good reason. It's not like they were robbed, so I don't want to hear that. Let me know what you guys think. Sacramento Kings, Golden State Warriors. Shit is heating up. Game 3 is going to be a movie. Peace.